My name's Nikki Henderson. I provide support to the Cameron Trust in terms of helping Cameron Trust tenants complete their tenancies, apply for their housing benefit, run tenancy meetings for them to come along to and talk about how things are going with the flats. What's been great around the developments with the Cameron Trust within the South Devon area has been around providing affordable, high-quality housing that specifically meets the needs of people with disabilities, in terms of making building specific properties for people with physical disabilities, which there's a significant lack of in the South Devon area, ensuring that other tenants have access to highly finished properties.
Luke is 24 years old and he has a condition called cerebral palsy. Luke was born 11 weeks premature, which was a very big shock to all of us. He actually died in my arms at one point, which was a pretty frightening experience. One day, I'll never forget this, I was actually on my knees it was a shower cubicle which we used to change the babies. On my knees changing his nappy, and Dr. Broomhall came in and he went, "Oh, hello Donna, you'll be pleased to know we've made a diagnosis, Luke has cerebral palsy. Any questions?" That was it. I was 22 years old, something being like that told to you, I just crumbled. Luke's physical disability is pretty severe, but mentally Luke is as bright as a button and he knew exactly what he was missing out on. People say what you've never had you don't miss, but that is just unfair and really, really untrue, because he knew what he wanted to do, and he was a typical teenager that he wanted to get out there and do all these things that he should have been doing, that really he should have been entitled to do, but there are so many restrictions. We met a gentleman called Duncan. Well, it turned out in the end that Duncan, which I still can't believe from that day to this really, he said that he would like to build Luke his own home. And I thought, no, this can't be true. Things like that don't happen to this family. And here we are now, and Luke has got his own place. Beautiful bungalow, purpose built for Luke. And he's a happy young man, and I'm a very happy mum. It is nice now because whereas I was every role, I was mum, carer, physio, you name it, I was it, and now I am first and foremost mum, and no, it's brilliant.
My name's Luke Harvey. I have cerebral palsy, which is a physical condition. I live in supported living. When I was at school, I had high hopes for myself and wanted to pursue a career in the media. But due to health issues, I wasn't able to do this. I was originally told by the authorities that if I wanted to live in supported living, I'd have to live in residential care. Now that's not my style. I battled to get my own house and supported living, because I know what I want. I'm not the kind of guy that I used to be, but I don't just take anything for an answer. Now I know what I want and what I want to achieve. A main part of my life, which I feel I'm really good at, is socialising. when I lived with my family, it was really difficult for me, and I was very reliant because I didn't have all the technology and things. Seven years ago I met Gary Kent, and I told him I had a dream, which I never thought was going to come true. Then I met Duncan from the Cameron Trust, and we were just talking generally about my dreams and things, and what I wanted to do. And back in June of 2011, Duncan actually told me in person that he's going to build a house for me, and it just seemed like to me that when I was told that I wasn't on the same planet, because then I could see light at the end of the tunnel, and that my dream was finally going to become reality.
My name's Gary Kent. I'm a support provider that work alongside the Cameron Trust. So we put support into people's homes, and Cameron Trust provide the housing. Through the Cameron Trust, the people we work with learning disabilities, physical disabilities and mental health problems have had the most wonderful opportunity for high quality housing. This comes in loads of different ways. Some of the ways are around a cluster of housing, and this would include 9 flats, all individual flats, very high quality, and people kind of living in their own community, but also part of the bigger community outside. So they have peer support where perhaps they might need support, not from support workers, but from each other. That seemed to have worked really well, especially in this current climate around social services and all their kind of budget cuts.
My name's Warren Beanie, and I have a learning disability, and I live in one of the flats in Kings Caswell, and they're run by the Cameron Trust.
My name's Daniel, and I live in Newquay Support. The Cameron Trust has given me an opportunity to live more independently and have a social life.
I live in one of the 9 flats in Kings Caswell, which has been converted in from an old house in Kings Caswell.
Here, I have my own house here. Nice, happy place here.
Since I've moved here, I've made lots of friends.
The difference it's made to my life is more independence and more freedom for where I used to live.
Wow, I like it here.
I've made loads of friends, and they're really good neighbours.
I've got quite a big social life now, and I'm very happy.
The Cameron Trust made a big difference to my life, and it's life-changing for me because of the house I was able to have built, and I feel more independent now.